that when people are vaccinated, they can feel safe that they are not going to get infected, whether they're outdoors or indoors.
We can kind of almost see the end. We're vaccinating so very fast. Our data from the CDC today suggests, that vaccinated people do not carry the virus, don't get sick, and that it's not just in the clinical trials, but it's also in real-world data, and that it's not just in the clinical trials, but it's also in real-world data, and that it's not just in the clinical trials, but it's also in real-world data.
Police decided to take him in. Easier said than done.
Under arrest.
Look, I'm under what? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Democracy Manifest.
And he didn't appreciate the way he was handled.
See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis!
All right, let's rock some sunnies here. It's a bit bright. Oof. Fabio is here in town. This is a question from the coaching group, Durianrider.com coaching group. If you want the very, very, very best coaching when it comes to weight loss, social media, cycling, running, I don't know anyone else out there, as arrogant, as grandiose as it sounds, I literally don't know anyone else out there who can get you better results, cycling, weight loss, relationship tips, especially social media, but especially weight loss and especially cycling, all those things, running, etc. I know elite level runners, and I look at them run, I look at their lifestyle, how they train, I'm thinking, man, like, you could go so much better. Like, you're a freak as it is, and you're crushing it. But these little changes, man, just, you're gonna knock 5-10 minutes off your marathon PR, like, at least. It's same. I don't know. I just have a gift and know where it came from, but not really ability to reflect on myself as much, but ability to look at someone or an animal and go, this is what that person or what animal needs to really, enhance its potential right now. I think maybe with spiders, I looked after spiders as a kid for so long. 6 spiders, ill spiders, and I got them priming. I'd find a huntsman spider that was all dehydrated and shrivel up, hours from death. Feed it up, hydrate it up, till it was like an alpha huntsman with steroids, and let it back out in the garden and let it wreak havoc on the cockroaches. So that's what I've got. But anyway, Durianrider.com, the best coaching out there. I do not know anyone. I would kick Tony Robbins' ass, when it comes to weight loss, social media, fitness, etc. Tony Robbins is great with positive thinking and stuff, and he's an incredible speaker. He'd kick my ass in terms of speaking and stuff like that, but in terms of pragmatic advice, I blow Tony Robbins out the freaking water, 100%. And I've been told that by people who've done Tony's platinum course, etc. And I was like, damn, thanks for the compliments. But Tony Robbins has some great things to share as well, obviously. That's the power of the internet, man. You got all these people like myself or Tony Robbins, etc., who've got some nuggets of information out there. Unfortunately, Tony's diet advice is terrible. Just creates depression, anxiety, and eating disorders. Tony, get me on, bro. Tony, let's get your audience eating properly, all right? Without this freaking sugarphobia, smashing a whole freaking jar of cookies because they're so freaking hungry. Anyway, this is a question from Rip Nuts, and it is, if you could build a social media presence from the start, which I've done for myself and I've done for other people, probably the one of the biggest social media influencers I've created would be Maddie Limburner, aka MadFit. I remember she had like maybe 10 subscribers. She came, stayed at my house in 2016, her and Kyle. She came to my free event in Thailand. And I said, man, you can be a freaking big timer. And she's like, oh, do you think so? Do you think so? And I said, I just know so. And she has become that. Unfortunately, she flipped big time, bad time. And now she's promoting the cruelty of animals and all sorts of crazy stuff. It's just really disappointing. It's really disappointing. Incredibly disappointing. And karma does its course. You can see how she looks depressed now, and she'd be making millions, but she looks so depressed and just so basic. It's sad to see. But anyway, my template works. Sometimes I choose the wrong people. Sometimes the wrong people choose me. As a guy, it's just, I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. But this information is very powerful, so use it to the planet's advantage, please. Versus just your financial advantage. I mean, look at Nick Avocado, another person that helped kickstart off the internet. When I met Nick Avocado, he didn't have a YouTube channel. I said, dude, get on it. You and your BF all in. he can do some stuff, and they did really well. But now he's promoting this freaking earth destruction diet, Nikocado avocado. I've lost count of how many multi-million, I shouldn't say multi-million, I should say, some of the people have multi-million subscribers, but 100k plus channels I've lost count of, or people who are making six figures income on social media I've lost count. Anyway, let's get to the question. With the aim of becoming financially independent and helping others, it should be the other way around. With the aim of helping others and becoming financially independent, what would you recommend? How would you do things differently? What would your daily routine be, etc.? My current goal is of such. There's just so many avenues these days. It's hard to imagine what to commit to. Very, very good. There's just so much noise that I would imagine it would be impossible to get seen or heard or cared about. I'd love to know all your thoughts. You know, it is very, very tough today. Very, very tough today in that the audience is saturated with options. You know, we've got so many platforms now. Back in the day, it was just YouTube. Remember that? Facebook didn't do video. There's no Snapchat. There was Instagram did video. It was just YouTube. So I would be getting millions and millions of views. 1 to 4 million a month, which I sort of get around 1 to 2. Depends on the month and depends how much shadow banned I am. But back in the day, YouTube was very, very easy because it was the only platform. But now, TikTok's really cranking. I'm spending more time on TikTok now, I realise that. But I've sort of become a bit complacent because my goal was always to make the vegan message loud and proud and get it out there. I was like, man, if I die today, how many people know about vegan lifestyle? Not many. But now, it's like I could totally quit and it's still really getting pushed forward. But unfortunately, it's the sugarphobic vegan message promoted by these people who only care about the money. If you're promoting a sugarphobic message and you know the truth about sugar, you're only here for the money and the clout, and that's really, really sad. It's really, really sad. It's like the only female out there, correct me if I'm wrong, who's got an audience over 100k subs, Natasha. She's the only one out there who's actually speaking the truth on the internet to girls when it comes to weight loss. Freely's not anymore. I mean, Freely knows the truth. Look at the results we got for her. She did my template. She put in the hard work. She got the results. And now she's like, don't eat rice, don't eat sugar. But she sells the Raw to 4 ebook. And what's that? Sugar, rice, fruit. That's my protocol, my template I've been doing since 2001. I was doing that before I was eating raw food. And so it's sad. It's really sad that Freely says one thing, but in her book, the idea she got from me, and she's made over $1 million off, and good on her, says another thing. It's like they contradict themselves, and that's not to throw shade at Freely. That's to say, Freely, babe, level up. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't contradict yourself. You know the truth. Like, do what teach the girls out there who are inspired by your slim waist, etc. Teach them what you actually did versus what will give you maybe clout and separation from other people. Because no woman out there is teaching it. Besides Natasha. Natasha's the only one on the internet with that large audience base who's teaching that. As much as you want, smash the sugar, smash the fruit, smash the white rice, as much as you're careful, alright? As much as you want. As much as you want. And don't overtrain and avoid stims. Especially women. Women on stims don't really go too well. It's like women are already up and down because of hormonal fluctuations, which is normal and natural and fine. But women on stims, it's like boom, boom, boom. It's just too much bounced around, too much anxiety. Women are anxious enough as it is. Throwing stimulants in there is not good. And that's another thing. People say, oh, Freely must have done liposuction and abused stimulants. No, not with me. There was no lipo ever in her life, and it's definitely not now. Stimulants as well. I sort of had, 1 cup of coffee in almost 2007 to 2016. So it's almost 9 years. 1 cup of coffee. And that was just to crank out the last bit of her first ebook there. So there was no, she maybe used stimulants a handful of times in 9 years. All right. So if you think you need to do stimulants every day, or even every week, or even every month to get a slim fit body, like my girls have, then you've lied to yourself, and someone's lied to you, and it's wrong because it's going to spike your cortisol. Using stims every day, as a woman especially, cortisol spike. You won't get enough carbs in, and your TSH is going to go up. Your TSH is going to go up. If your TSH is up, it's really, 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 really hard. It's actually impossible to be as slim as the physiques that we flaunt all over the internet. So so for one, I would recommend to help others, tell them the truth. Tell them the truth when it comes to health and fitness. And then there's times to lie. Do I look fat in this dress? No, you don't. You know. And there's times to tell the truth. Should I eat sugar? Yes, you should. Should I cut my fat in 10 grams a day to lose weight? Yes, you should. Should I ride my bike more instead of sitting in the car complaining that, you know? Yes, you should. Simple as that. Should I stop eating so much protein if I want to lose weight? Yes, you should. You know, telling people the truth versus, well, what will get me more subscribers? And then when I'm got the subscribers and got the money, and I'm sitting there in Thailand, bored out of my head, thinking, man, I just fooled all these people, and they're not going to get results. And I know that, and I feel like a piece of dirt. I feel worse than dirt. I feel like the dirt, the worm eats and shits it out. I feel like that. You know? I feel like discarded worm shit. And that's why these people have depression. Their faces don't have the glow they once maybe had. You know, look at the start. Look at Maddie Limburner's face back in the day when she was like, "This is the truth. I'm promoting it. I feel good." Versus now, millions of dollars later, face doesn't look better. Look at Freely. You know, does she look like she's glowing again and happy? Like, I'm telling people what they need to hear. No, she's not. Because when you're lying to people about what they need to do to escape the system, what you're trying to say is bad, and you're lying to them, the guilt etches into your face. If you're a man or a woman, young or old, that guilt etches in your face. And we all get older, all right? But if you have that, if you live in a lie, people, if you're telling people the wrong information, you know it. Look at Dr. Eric Berg. He's a doctor, he's a freaking chiropractor. I mean, you know, chiropractors are great at cracking bones, but in terms of nutritional advice, you know, promoting a keto diet, it's like, man, these freaking Jews are tripping. But look at their faces. They just, for me, they look very depressed, very sad, on the edge of the edge. You know, on the edge of the edge. So to stand out today in 2022, my template still works. So I would say create TikTok, create YouTube. Those are the two ones that are really going off right now. You can do Facebook as well. I'd say do them all, but the primary ones, YouTube, TikTok, that's where it's going, all right? YouTube's always going to be around because Google owns it, and whatever Google owns is dominant, all right? You know, I've been shadow banned so hard by Google. All my reviews have been taken down. My channel gets freaking like frickle traction. It's crazy, you know. I did a video about Nadal the other day, like the first video about Nadal winning Australian Open, and it tanked. You know, back in the day, if I did that, I'd be like, boom, 10, 20, 30, 80, 100K views. And then it's like 800 views or something the first 8 hours. So, mad shadow ban. But again, I can't do nothing about it. It is what it is. You know, yeah. I'm financial. I don't do this for money anymore. I do this because it feels good, and I really, really enjoy helping people. You know, that's what I've learned is like, you know, I've made $12,000 on a day before, which is piss all to some people out there. And that felt really cool and novel because, wow, I made 12 grand a day. It used to take me a whole year to do that. And then, you know, but you forget about that. But I don't forget how I've helped people change their lives. That's the buzz. That's the high. That's what gets me out of bed early in the morning, keeps me up late at night. That's what has my posture like this, replying to people's questions, making these contents. So that's what I do. YouTube, TikTok, crank it out. There's no such thing as too much content. All right. The only people who say you can do too much content are freaking lazy people who have never, ever, ever made as many social media success stars as I have. Okay. I am the world authority, and that sounds really grandiose. Call it out. It's the challenge to you. Do you know anyone in the world who's created more YouTube, social media celebrities? They're celebrities now on YouTube, internet celebrities, you know, or six-figure income earners. Do you know anyone out there who's created more than me? I don't know anyone out there. All right. So that is why I can say, hey, my advice is the best out there. I've got the best results. If someone's got better, let me know. Show me your results. You can't do too much content. You can do not enough content and be pushed down. The algorithm favors the content creators. All right. The more content you put up, the better you're ranking the algorithm. If I stopped producing content, my algorithm would go even lower than it is now for the shadow ban. Right. The content I put up, I could do way more. I could do 1,000 videos a day is still not too much. If you could do 10,000 videos a day, that's still not too much. Right. Look how much content's uploaded on the internet. It's like, you know what I mean? You can't keep up with who you subscribe to unless you subscribe to 2 people. But even then, it's like, We don't watch everyone's content. So the more is better, the more is better, the more is better. To leave a day without uploading is to kill your social media brand. Literally, it's just to like let it rot. It's like a plant on a hot day. You got to water it, man. You know, if you want to have juicy oranges on a hot climate, this orange tree needs heat and sun and water. So if you stop watering it, that's content creation. How are you going to get those juicy ripe oranges that you want to share with others, you know, or to sell or whatever? You're not, man. You're not getting it as abundant. And people are, well, such and such hardly uploads once a week, and she's got a million subscribers. And yeah, but look at her physique, you know what I mean? Or she's got 100k subs, and just look at her physique. Or look at his physique. All right, so those people that have those edges, those advantages, if they did 1,000 videos a day, imagine how quickly they'd even rise up even higher. All right, so don't look at someone's behaviour that's they're performing in spite of. I ride a bamboo bike, and I'll kick ass of most people on hardly any miles. Does that mean hardly any miles and a bamboo bike is better? No, I'm performing in spite of a bamboo bike and in spite of hardly doing any miles. You know, like, but if you put in the work, you're going to get better results. The smart work, okay, and the smart work is upload, 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 upload. And if you're in my group, post your channel there, post your videos there, and I'll give you critiques on your thumbnail, your titles, you know, your description text. These things matter. Your lighting, your audio quality. Right? It doesn't have to be professional. It just has to be. This is good enough. A little mic. I don't even really need the mic, but you don't want to have wind noise, and you don't want to shake your camera, unless it's some sort of action thing. That's okay. If you get bitten by a shark, that's okay. The camera can shake a bit. Bit of water noise is good. But if you're doing a vlog and the camera's shaky and it's wind noise, you know what I mean? You've got to have audio quality to a basic level and stability in the camera to a basic level. It can't be like unless it's some action drama, high, you know, speed police pursuit or whatever. Or sharks. The shark's biting your leg off. You're allowed to have a little bit of shake, not too much, a little bit though. All right, a little bit. There's no take twos when the shark's getting your leg. All right, just got to roll with that. That's the deal there. So yeah, just ask questions in the coaching group. Start today. Do all topics. I do all topics, man. And it's not just vegan. It's not just cycling. It's not just steroids or clout, freaking drama or sex scandals or whatever in Thailand and Chiang Mai or court cases. I do it all, man. Oh, and drama. If you don't have drama, if you can get drama involved, that is like the best thing. Drama keeps you relevant. Look at the tabloid newspapers. Look at the Kardashians, perfect example. Look at the Kardashians, man. Drama keeps them relevant. Botched surgery, drama, tabloids in there. So when haters make videos about me, I may pretend to be offended or whatever. But at the end of the day, it just gets the word out there. And if anyone who believes, any noobs out there believe what they're saying is true or whatever, then they list out because, I can't follow Durianrider. I can't be a vegan anymore because Durianrider's this or Durianrider's that. So, then you lose. I'm still pulling the cash in. I'm still getting the, hey, Durianrider, how's it going, mate? I'm still getting the views. I'm still living the dream life. In terms of money percentage, I've got more money in my bank than I've ever had in my life, all right? And I'm wearing a freaking wig. I'm a 44-year-old guy, making videos on my webcam, pulling in six figures, failed high school, never went to film school, never did shit in terms of look at this. This is a one-take video. I can't edit for shit. And I'm making six-figure incomes. I can make $1 million a year if I wanted to, if I really wanted to knuckle down. So that's not going to change my life. I could go out today and buy the latest Porsche here in Australia. That's not going to change my life. I'm going to be like, it's a Porsche, it's cool, bit of vlog content, but then it's like, someone scratches it or blah, 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 blah. It's just like, I'd rather ride a bike, man. I'll get more joy from having a freaking, $250 Scott Addict I bought the other day than a $250 Porsche. Literally, I'd have more joy in the Addicts. Because I'm like, this is a bicycle, this is what I represent, more eco, more environmental. The Porsche is some bling and some troll factor. But that shines off when the new model comes out. The new model Porsche comes out. Oh, you got an old Porsche. Well, I think got the new one, have you? So it's like just that constant rat race chase. And it's good to be, out of that rat race and then step a foot in there when I want and then put it back out. That's the freedom right there. So, the money, I can speak from experience. I've got that money. I never, ever have to worry about money again in my life. And I'm grateful for that. I've earned that. I'm self-made. Didn't have rich parents. Didn't have handouts. No one gave me shout-outs. I had to work and hustle and make it happen. That's the real gift there. The person you become in pursuit of your goal. All right. Like I wasn't the fit kid at school, and so me becoming fitter and understanding the templates and the protocols, that's what's made me a world-class coach. If you're just some gun runner or some gun cyclist or gun swimmer, that's awesome, man. That's, lucky you. But you don't know what it feels like to be unfit. You don't know what it feels like to get absolutely smashed every time you go to a running race. You don't know what it feels like. But that was me, And then I'll go out and smash out some decent 5K times, etc., relative to how much work I'm putting in. So, it's the hacks that make me a better teacher. So I know what it feels like to have 0 subscribers on YouTube and to have, the right message, but no one sort of seems to care. I know what it feels like to be living on the street dead broke. I know what it feels like for girls to walk past and be like, who are you? Get away from me, creep, versus having threesomes and girls just freaking, dropping on their knees when their boyfriend's out of town and stuff like that. And then he makes a 5-part documentary about you. I know what that feels like, and it freaking feels awesome. So that's just the deal out there. Love the drama. End of the day, be here to serve others and help people. If that's not your foundation, am I helping people today? Am I serving other people? If that's not your foundation, anytime you get a bit of drama or whatever, you're going to collapse, crack, and fold, and you're going to turn your comments off, and you're going to be a bitch, and you're going to just go blah, 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 and you're done, and you don't enjoy your life. All right? So the foundation has to be, am I helping people today? Regardless if I make $1 or 12 grand or whatever, am I going to help someone today? Is someone going to benefit from this content? The answer is yes. Hit the upload button. That's the foundation, man. If you don't have that foundation, you'll be like Bonnie Rebecca or all these flakes out there, Maddie Limburner. People just wanted money and fame, and now they look at their faces, they look depressed and sad, and it's unfortunate. And they know what to do. They know the truth. They can get back on there if they want to. They get the glow back. And her girls, your glow is your best currency. Your glow is your best currency. It doesn't matter what your body looks like, if you're fat or fit. If you don't have glow, you don't have nothing, all right, in terms of aesthetics. Glow, real, natural glow, that gratitude, radiance, happiness, whether you're 15 or 55, without the glow, the gratitude, the happiness, your aesthetic is so much, it's just, the value of it is just down. It's like a, stress face, fake smiles, living a lie at the expense of other people, their health, the environment. That erodes your aesthetic, especially if you know the truth, what to say, what to do, and you don't do it. Damn, it's disappointment.